Okay, guys, here we go. Start with your band in your hand, and we're going to hold it slightly wider. Slightly wider. Okay, we're going to take our legs. We'll take our legs wider too. We're going to bring it up and bend those knees. We'll start the lovely side stretch, and then back to center. And a side stretch and center. Keep going. Side stretch. I don't like my ends hanging down. And center. And side stretch. And center. One more each side. We inhale to exhale. And inhale to exhale. Now side stretch. Lock the top arm in place and pull down the bottom arm. So feel the core pulling in deeper as you move and feel that armpit muscle firing. Make sure the shoulders are connected to your back. And 3, and 2, and 1. And we'll straighten those legs for a second. And then we'll bring it back down and we'll side stretch the other side. Lock the shoulders in place and we pull down for 1, 2, with control. 3, 4, real straight arms, real straight wrists. 4, watch those wrists. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center and stand tall. On an inhale, we'll plie and pull the band to our chest, and exhale, return. Inhale, pull, and exhale. Again, those shoulders need to be connected to your back. Glance at your wrists, make sure they're straight. We open and squeeze. And we go for 4, and 3, awesome, and 2, and 1. Turn to one side. Reach those arms out long again and melt the shoulders. Back heel should be raised and your front knee should be over your ankle. We'll lunge down. We'll come up and twist over that bent leg. Back to center, we come down. Rotate over the bent leg. Inhale. Exhale. Down and twist. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. 1 more. And then step in. The other leg comes back. Nice and tall in your spine. Shoulders are melted. We'll lower down. Rotate over the bent leg. We inhale. Exhale to the bent leg. Down and twist. Inhale. Exhale. We go for 3. And 2. And 1. And step in. Give me your Pilates V. Reach those arms chest height. We'll pull down through the thighs, opening the chest and return. Shoulders slide back, chest opens and return. We inhale to exhale. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the lips. 2 more, please. Open. And 1 more. And we'll take it to a roll down, peeling your spine off that wall. Lay the band flat. Bend your knees and place the hands, fingertips, knuckles on the mat. Keep your hands there and slowly straighten those legs. Woo! Hello. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. If you have a play ball, you'd rather have your hands under that, or a yoga block, feel free to grab your props. Shh. Inhale down. Exhale, scoop, and 1 more. So we're going to bend those knees down and we'll step back into a plank and modify however you need to. The crown of the head should be nice and long. My heels are together. My thighs are wrapping. Shoulders connected to my back and core is pulling in strong. I'm going to hold this for 8 and 7. Here's 6 and 5. Here's 4 and 3 and 2. Go to a modified plank if you're not already there to your knees. Shoulders are heavy, hips are still low, and I still feel my abdominals engaged. And I'll hold this here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk the knees forward so you're in a quadruped position. And I'm going to grab onto with my right hand my band. The band is optional. We're going to keep this arm straight, and we're going to reach it out to the side and come back down. So that was too hard for me, so I'm going to take my hand further down my band. I'll rotate towards the sky and come back down. I'll inhale to exhale. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. I'm going to walk that hand a little bit closer now. I'm going to drive that elbow behind me. I'm going to straighten that arm and bend it. So we're hitting some triceps here. And I press back and return. You can also, instead of the band, grab your weight if you prefer that. Take the opposite leg behind you. Reach the toes long. As my arm goes back, I'm going to lift this leg and lower. For 7, 6, exhaling up, inhaling down. 4 more. 3, good. 2, and 1, and stretch back to release the wrists. I'm going to take my hands behind me and make cups with my hands. When you're ready, join me back up into a quadruped position with your hands flat on the band. I'll grab the left side. Now I have mine with more slack because I need that. So trial and error, see what happens on your first one. So both arms are straight. I'll rotate this arm up and then bring it back down. And I'll do that again. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, down. 2 more. You can also use no band at all. Last one. And I'll pull that elbow back. And I'm going to walk my hand a little further down because I know I can do more resistance with the triceps. And we'll kick that arm back and in. Lengthen and bend. Play with it. See what resistance is best for you. If this is not challenging enough, take the opposite leg as hand back. And we'll lift that leg as the arm straightens. And then we lower as it bends. We'll exhale, inhale. The leg should be going straight behind you. Reach it even longer. Reach those toes longer. And I go for 4. Can you feel your triceps? 3. If not, you need to have more resistance on your band maybe. And 1. Release the band. Stretch back. Release your wrists. Lovely. All right, onto our seats. Grab onto your band and place it behind your feet. Now I prefer to have my band with my toes inside it, not going over it, and as flat as I can get it. If your band's real bunched up, don't worry about it. So I'm in a Pilates V with my feet, and my knees are as wide as my frame. I have my hands as far down as I can get them. I'm going to slowly roll back, melt your shoulders, and take it all the way down to the mat. Elbows go to the mat, and the knees will come towards your chest, but your tail should be nice and long, and your spine lengthening. On an inhale, I'll press my legs all the way out. My inner thighs will connect, and then exhale, I retrace my steps. Press out for 2 and in. Now, if you would like, as you take the legs out, nod that shin to your chest and then lower the head back down. Never drag the head off the floor. That will be straining to your neck. I always nod my chin to my chest and then curl up from my center. I'm inhaling out, exhaling in. We're going to do just 2 more. Inhale. To exhale, I'm going to keep my head up, bring my knees back in, and I'm going to go all the way out, halfway in, out, halfway in. So halfway point is where the knees are in line with your hips. And I'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees all the way in and head down. So we're going to take our toes towards the mat, lengthen them out from there, bring them straight up, and then bend your knees back in. Toes go towards the mat, hover it. Press along the mat, hovering it. Lift up from the core and bend the knees. I'm going to take my eyes to my navel. I'll do the same thing. Toes go down, press out, lift up, and bend. Toes down, press out, lift up, and bend. Toes down, hold it out, take the arms with you. Bring the arms back in with the legs and zip the legs straight up. Bend the knees in. Arms are going to go out with you. Look how parallel I am. Eyes and toes in that same plane. Bring the legs back in as you bend the elbows and zip the legs up. Bend the knees in. Hold here. Now I'm going to peel myself up if you're not sitting on your band. Arms are straight. Arms are straight. Pull those elbows in. Lengthen the legs. Pull those elbows in. You can have your feet down if you want. Yes? You got it. And we pull. Reach those toes longer. Push long into that band and lengthen the muscles in the lower body. Scoop that belly deep, in and up. 3 more. 3. Inner thighs are wrapping. 2. 1. That's slowly lower to a hover. Slowly lower to a hover. Bend the elbows, bring the knees back in, and as the legs go up, the head will go down. Lengthen the arms up to the sky and slide the hands down to the right above the hips. I'm still in a Pilates V. You can keep your head down, or you can lift up the head, nodding the chin to your chest. Arms are straight, and we're going to pump. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you press those legs longer up to the sky? Can you squeeze those muscles in your back by your armpits? And can you feel the strength of the core holding your head and chest up safely? We're breathing, inhaling through the nose for 5, exhaling out through the lips for 5. Fingers are reaching long and arms are close to your side. If you need to, you put your feet down. If you need to, you put your head down. We got 2 more to go. Inhale and exhale. And 1 more. Inhale and exhale. And hug everything in. We'll look to one side of our mat. And then look to the other side of our mat. And we will rock ourselves up with straight legs. Release the band. And let's go for our weights. So when I have nice long legs, Pilates V with your feet flexed. Arms reach parallel to the floor. We're going to roll back. That waistline is leading us back. The shoulders are melting. The arms are parallel. And then the arms stop right over the chest. We'll nod that chin to our chest, and we're going to come halfway up. So as soon as that lower back is off, we're going to freeze. Melt those shoulders. Now we're going to do little pulses here. 3, 2, 1, and finish coming up and over. We'll roll it back. 8, 7, 6, 5. Flex your feet, wrap your thighs, feel the back of those legs. We nod the chin to our chest. Inhale. Exhale till the lower back is off the floor. We do little pulses. 3, 2, 1. Come up and over. And roll it back. Connect the shoulders to your back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nod that chin to your chest. Peel up. Hold here. Keep that rounded shape. Pulse for 3. 1, 2, 3, and come up and over. Now bring your arms and spine up to a diagonal and bend the knees like you're in a teaser prep position. Keeping the shoulders connected and the arms long. Lower back will touch, just the lower back. Inhale down. Exhale, come back up. Look where my arms are, look where my thighs are. They're in that same line. Melt back down. Inhale, just the lower back. Exhale, bring it up. And again, hello shoulders, right? How about support more from those back muscles to help hold those arms up? And again, inhale down. Exhale, hold. Now I'm going to kick the right leg just straight. And the left. Every time you go to press the leg out, you're scooping the belly deep. And we go for 4, 4. How are those shoulders? Connect them to your back. Get rid of the weights if you need to. 2, 2, 1, and 1. And we lay all the way down. All right, so adjust, lift up your hips, put them back down. Let your spine get nice and heavy on the mat. Turn the palms in. We're going to open the arms to the side. And when you lift the arms back up, tabletop your right leg. We'll put that foot back down, open up the arms, tabletop left. We'll go down on an inhale for 2 counts, up for 2 counts. Inhale down, exhale lift. Inhale down, shh. Open, press. Open, press. You've got it. I'm going to add on to this if you want. On the knee up, bridge up on one leg. Lower everything down, inhale. The other leg goes to a tabletop. We bridge up and everything lowers down. Shoulders are heavy, back of the head is heavy, and whatever foot is left on that mat, you're pushing it into the mat. Exhale, shh. One more right leg, one more left leg. Hold this one here. Now you're going to take the right arm behind you and the left leg away from you. Come back in. 1. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Out to come in. 3. Make sure that right inner thigh is engaged to keep that knee tracking over those toes. We've got 3 more, I think. 2 more. And 1. Put the foot down and fix the bridge in case you start to sink. Oh, yes. Tabletop with your right leg. So your left arm will reach back. Your right leg goes out. Inhale, exhale in. No pressure on that neck. 7. And 6. Here's 5. And 4. Inhale, exhale, 3. Yiza. 2, don't get a cramp in that hamstring, right? Take the foot down and fix your bridge. Now I want you to bend the elbows, and as we lift those arms straight back up, can you raise up onto your toes with your heels lifted? Put the heels down, raise them as you straighten the arms. Bend and lift, tap the heels down, lift the heels up. When you go to lift those heels, can you feel a little bit of extra work with the core? It's like the core is pulling in deeper to lift those heels. Now keep the heels lifted, and we'll take the arms again for 8, 7, 6, 5. Here's 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Put the heels down. Keep that bridge for a second. Bring the arms all the way down to the mat. Inhale for me, and on the exhale, articulate your spine back down. Release the weights and hug those knees into your chest. Lengthen your legs for another roll up. The arms will come up. Connect those heels. Nod the chin to your chest and bring yourself up and over. Grab whatever you can, maybe the toes, sides of your feet, ankles, and press the chest forward. Let's grab back onto our band. And we're going to hold the band shoulder width, knees are bent. We're going to come back onto our forearms. And I want you to hold the band. It will be right in that crease, like where the thigh is. Okay? And we're just going to tabletop these legs one at a time. I want the shoulders back, chest open. Down with the opposite foot. Push down with the opposite foot. And 4. And 4. And 3. And 3. 2. 2. 1. And 1. Lay all the way down and keep that band in that crease. Arms are going to reach long. I'm going to try to even push my hands down to my mat. And I'm going to bridge up into that band. And let's articulate coming back down. We'll tuck the tail. Try to push the hands and arms down if you're able. And then bring it back down. You may need to loosen up your band a little bit. So we'll curl that tail under, scoop that belly, drive the tripod of each foot down into that mat, and lengthen as you lower. Just 2 more. We're going to lift it up. Exhale, come back down. And last one, curl that tail. We'll lift it up and bring it back down. I'm going to slide that band up till it's halfway up my quad and draw my knees into that band. You can keep your head on the mat. I'll nod my chin to my chest, eyes to my navel. So we're going to take just the left leg out, but my hand didn't go anywhere and the band's still where it was. Drive that leg back in. The right leg will reach long. Drive it through the band. Inhale. Exhale. You're always welcome to have your head down. Inhale. Exhale. Out and come in. Out and come in. Now glue those legs together. Let's take both legs out. Drive them back in. When you go out, go to a Pilates V. Drive them back in, parallel. Turn the knees away. Bring them back to parallel. Rotate out to a Pilates stance and then back in parallel. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Woo! And take those feet down. Reach the arms behind you. Let the back arch. Good. And we'll bring it back up. Okay, so we're going to take that band behind us. And the band is still shoulder width apart. Zip the legs up to a Pilates V. Shoulders are down. Reach those fingers longer. I'm going to draw my chin to my chest. You don't have to lift your head. Now my right leg will go down, pushing into the band as my left leg comes towards me. Bring the legs back up to parallel. Now my left leg will press down to the band, but my arms are parallel and they're straight. Come back up. Right leg presses. Bring it back up. The other leg will go towards you and bring it up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now hold this here and let's just keep it moving. Don't stop in the center. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pull, hug it in. Relax those shoulders, look to each side of the mat, just to release that neck in case there's any strain. Good. And I'm going to put my band down and grab onto one of my weights. If you don't feel confident that you're not going to drop this on you, don't use the weight. I'm going to put it cradle between my feet. And I'll zip my legs up. They should never go over my head. So even if I would drop this, the chances of it hitting my face are less unless my legs are here. All right, so feel free to put your hands under your seat to give that lower back a little bit more support, especially if you're keeping your head down. I'm going to put my hand over hand behind my head, elbows in a straight line. And on an exhale, I'll nod my chin to my chest. So we're going to lower these legs down, 2, 3, zip it up. Inhale, inhale, inhale. So with the extra weight between our feet, we need to even more pay attention to the back being safe and against that mat. So that's going to dictate how low your legs can go. Your spine needs to stay imprinting, pelvis stays still, and the hips don't move at all. We inhale down, exhale up. 2 more. Inhale down, exhale up, and 1 more. And I'll bring it in and grab onto that one weight. Before we do the last ones, we're going to drop our knees to each side and just give that back a little stretch because I can feel you guys need that right now. Okay, so I've got this one weight in my hand. I'm going to draw my knees into my chest. So the leg is closest to the front of the room. So the front of the room is where I'm at. That knee is going to bend, and the other leg is going to press out. And that weight that's in that one hand is going to match the knee that's bent. I'm going to nod my chin to my chest, and I'm going to pass this weight as I'm looking to my right. It's in my left hand now. Bend the left knee. I crunch into my left oblique as I pass it. I bring my right knee in. My right hand passes to my left. I go to my left. I'm going to keep moving, but notice I'm keeping my back heavy on my mat. I'm not going like this and moving around. I still have that bowling ball on my torso. Around. Squeeze your oblique. Squeeze. Squeeze. 8, 7, 6. Come on, drive that knee in closer to you. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll take our knees to one side again. Using your core, bring it up and take it to the other side. Beautiful. All right, one weight in each hand. Arms straight up over your chest, shoulders are heavy. We're going to take the legs to a frog position. So my knees are as wide as my frame and my heels are kissing. And I'm going to zip my feet up a little bit higher. I'm going to turn my palms in, and I've got knuckle to knuckle. I'm going to take the weights between the thighs, nodding the chin to our chest, right here. Come back down. Now you can just do the arms just like this and fire those abdominal muscles if you'd rather keep your head down. We exhale on the up, inhale down. Can you feel your core working to bring those weights forward? It should be yes, yes I do. Shh. Now let's have a little more fun. I'm going to hold this here. I'll lower my legs to where I feel I'm comfortably able to keep my back heavy. Bring them back up and release. Shh. Lower, lift, and stretch. Never dragging your head off that mat. Down. Press more into those heels. Right? Feel it. Feel those abdominals, yeah? Yes, I see smiles on your faces. I can only imagine what that truly means. One more, yeah, I get it. Now hold here, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head down, feet come down, keep your knees turned out in a little diamond, and let the arms go out to the sides. So we're releasing those hip flexors, we're opening up the front of the body. The rib cage is feeling some length, you deserve that. Break is over, bring the legs back to parallel, slide your legs out straight. Bring the arms straight up over your chest, turn the palms to face your legs, and we roll up again, nod the chin to your chest. The weights will help a little bit. Do you notice that? Round it forward. Let the weights go. and stack your spine. Grab back onto your band. You guys are doing amazing today. Do we feel amazing? That's right. Okay, so we're going to put the band to the base of the armpits. And we're going to sit the legs real straight. And we're going to point our Pilates V. And I want you to feel the back of those legs lengthening and pushing into that mat. If you need to, you bend those knees to sit taller. I'm going to walk my hands a little closer towards my chest. Palms are down, and my chest is in an open position right here. On an exhale, we're going to push out. And inhale, we come back. I want you to feel the belly pressing in and the spine lengthening. Exhale. I want you to feel like you're sitting on thumbtacks. You got to sit up off those thumbtacks. Zip up even taller. Exhale. Inhale. Shh. Good. And we'll take it for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now drop the left elbow down. Keep the right hand where it is. Okay? We're going to do a 1-arm press. And I'm going to also add the opposite leg, just a tiny bit, lifting up. Now, if that puts strain here, that's not for you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the right elbow down to your side. Open up your left elbow. And we lift. 1. 3. 4. Scoop that belly in deeper as you lift that leg. And 3. And 2. And 1. Can you sit cross-legged? And take the band underneath your seat. So this is going to be triceps. So if you can't have your arms back here like this, you can grab onto your weights and do this instead. You're going to have to hinge forward a little bit, okay? All right, so this is going to rub against the back of your shoulders. Take it to the outside of your arms. And I'm going to bring it back and attach my thumb and second finger, like making a little diamond, okay? So I don't want anyone's neck going forward, and I don't want anyone slouching back, okay? So try to lengthen, and let that be a reminder. Every time those arms go up, the spine is going to go up, but it's not coming back down. So try to look straight ahead, neck in line with your spine. That's it. Lift. Shh. If it's too easy, you simply walk your hands down the band away from your ends. 8, 7. Can you sit taller? 6. So funny when I say that. You actually can. And 4. So you're going to hear me in your head all throughout class. Can you sit taller? 2. Now hold it up, little pulses. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. 4, 3, 2. Hold it. And then open up the arms slowly. Open up your chest and bring it all the way down. Okay. If your weights are on your mat, take them off so we can use the width of the mat. So we're going to take our legs as wide as our mat, and we're going to slide that band back up to where it's at the base of your armpits. So I want you to bend the elbows to start. And again, if you can't sit tall ever with straight legs, you got to bend them because it's more important that you sit tall, okay? As I round forward, I'm going to slowly push my arms out, and my back is going to press into that band. My arms should be parallel to the floor. My chin is to my chest. Bend the elbows and bring that spine back up. Inhale to start. Exhale. Watch your navel go in deeper as you take it forward. Inhale. Open the chest. Chin to chest. Round forward as you press on that band. Slowly stack it back up, never leaning back. Exhale. Take your time. Inhale back up. You've got to move slow through each movement. Exhale to really feel the work of Pilates. Open the chest a little bit. And then we round it forward for our last one. Slowly bring it back up and release. Okay, so we're gonna sit cross-legged again. You can pick any way you want. I'm gonna hold it a little closer. My palms are gonna be up. My upper arm is gonna be glued to my side. I'm just gonna open and close. So the band's not doing a whole ton here for us. This is working that rotator cuff, out and in, out and in. Can you sit taller? Lighter on your seat. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, good, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the elbows towards the rib cage. Can you press straight out? Open the chest. Back forward and bend it back in. Try that again. Inhale, exhale, out and in. I'm lengthening. I'm staying tall. Good. Feel that stretch across the front of the shoulders and your chest. 2 more, please. And 1 more. Take it out, sweep it back, bring it in, and release. Okay, nicely done. So we're going to take the band about 1.5 feet maybe away from the top edge. So when you lie down, the band should fall right here. Okay? The weights should be right where they are, right in the middle off to the side, so we can grab them as well. So we're going to come onto our stomachs, and we're going to first grab the weights, not the band. So we're on our stomachs. The band should line up, top of the rib cage, okay? And we're going to grab onto our weights, and they're going to be resting right beside us with our palms up. The legs are sits bone width apart. I want you to lengthen from the crown of the head to the heels. We're going to shrug our shoulders to our ears, roll them up, and so far back, the weights lift and reach back to your heels. And then lower everything down. Shrug, up, lengthen, 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 and come down. Shrug, roll, weights are going to pull you back, come back down. Shrug, up. Now hold it here. Can you add the legs? Holding, hold. Now can you swim with your legs? Squeeze your booty. 8, 7, 6, 5, yeah, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Release the weights. Stretch back for a quick moment into a child's pose, just to release that lower back and make sure there's no strain. Now we'll start to use our band. So we'll bring it back down. The band again should be right at the top of the rib cage. I'm going to grab onto my band and slide my hands. Don't pull. Slide your hands to the edges of your mat. Okay? You're more than welcome to do this without a band, or you can also do it with weights instead. So I'm going to push my arms out to each side away from me. I'm going to look and make sure my wrists are straight, because sometimes we think they are and they're not. I'm going to hover my head and chest up, shoulders connected deeper to my back. Circle forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse. Pull that navel in, squeeze your seat. 2, 1, bend the elbows and lower the chest back down. We push the arms out first. Hover your head and chest. Forward circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. One more set. What do you think? One more? Okay, they said sure. Push it out. Lift up your head and chest, but keep looking down where your nose just was. Forward. 5, you better be squeezed in your seat. Pull that belly in, connect the shoulders to your back. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch back. Scoop that belly and round the back. Excellent job. Okay, kneel on your band. Kneel on that band. I want you to grab onto the end with your right hand. I'm not done yet though with the setup. So you're kneeling on your band. You got the right end in your hand. If you want to work your seat a little bit more, you're going to put the weight behind your left knee. So lock it in there with your calf. So I'm in a quadruped position. I'm going to slide my hand out to the front of my mat. And your band should be tight, like a guitar string. Okay? You may need to make it tighter if this is too easy for you. So I'm going to take my hand, my right hand, off the mat and bring my thumb towards my armpit by pulling my elbow back. And my palm faces the floor. As I push my arm out like a shoulder press, my left knee is going to come up. Hello, balance. Then retrace your steps back in. Here we go. Press as you lift. Now I'm going to keep fussing around until I feel like I'm in my alignment. I had to check and make sure my knee and my hip of my right leg were in a straight line. We're going to exhale. Shh. Inhale back in. Shh. Shh. You don't have to use the band. You don't have to use the weight. Arm straight out from that shoulder. Straight out. Then that thumb comes right back by that armpit. 4, 3, 2 more. 2, and 1. Okay, switch. So you're going to figure out what you should add, what should you take away. Okay? Maybe this is your weaker shoulder, maybe this is your weaker glute. So I grab onto that band. I reach it, my hand to the top edge of the mat. Make sure my band is tight enough so I've got enough resistance on to start. All right, so I'm going to take my left hand off the mat, pull the elbow back. I push out as I lift and return. Shh. Shh. That crown of the head should be reaching out long, lengthening the tail nice and long, keeping those shoulders connected to your back. Yeah. 3, 2, and 1. We'll stretch back, release the shoulders and the wrists. Make cups with those hands. Woohoo! Great. All right, so we're not going to do our side series yet. I'm going to move my band out of the way, my other weight out of the way. We're going to grab one weight. And we're going to go into a forearm plank. So you're going to mirror me. So your head's on this side of your mat, your feet will be on this side of your mat. So I'm going to come onto my forearm here. Now you can keep 2 knees stacked, and you can always keep your hip, your bottom hip on your mat and just do the arm movement with me. Harder is taking one leg out, okay? And hardest would be 2 legs. My top leg will go in front, okay? Does that make sense? So I think by now you probably know where you need to be. All right? So we're going to lift up. We're going to push down to lift up. We're going to sweep this arm that's straight up and then carefully lower it down. Yep. Try to keep your neck in line with your spine, always looking straight ahead. You got it. Bam. Pull that belly in, squeeze that armpit muscle down there. Control, no flingers, no flinging. And we go for 2. Now hold here, turn that palm to your thigh. We're going to lower everything down, bring everything up. We come down. Inhale, exhale. Same speed down, same speed up. 3, 2, and 1. and bring it down. Take the top leg behind you, grab onto that shin. Let's do a lovely stretch. You're welcome. Okay, I want you to take 2 weights. It's gonna be a little crazy. You're gonna hold them between your thighs. And you're gonna lay all the way down on that arm. Now, if this is too much for you, you're gonna get rid of the weights, okay? So we lie all the way down, hips are stacked. My free hand is gonna be flat on the mat with my upper arm connected to my rib cage. We're gonna lift these legs up and down. 2, 3. Make sure your head has support, okay? So if you need to, bend your arm and make a pillow if you can't have it touch that arm. Make sure the top shoulder is connected to your back. Yes. Take your time. Squeeze your booty, pull this bottom rib cage in. We lift and we lower. Do we think class is going by fast? Yes, it is. And lift and lower. Are you squeezing? Are they stacked? You can't lean back. You got to pull your navel in. For 4. Good. 3. 2 more. Hold this one up. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bend it in. Okay, now I want you to come back up onto your forearm. Nicely done. Grab 1 weight. Press your top leg straight out and bring it up, and we're gonna have the weight equal with it. So I can't start here. I cannot start here. I'm gonna push off that mat, pull this in, right? Now flex that foot, slide it forward. The arm will go back. Push. Point, come forward and push. We're gonna try to stay hip height and back, back. Flex. Shh, shh. Inhale. Try to keep that leg parallel to the floor, and we should not be moving that center at all. Nothing else moves but the leg and the arm. Now I'm seeing your arm dipping down. Can you keep it parallel? 1 more. Boom, 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 and release. I want you to grab your band. And we're going to take it, the bottom leg is going to have the band. So we're going to wrap that band around that bottom leg. And I'm going to cross my top leg behind it. So we're going to do some inner thigh here. You're going to choose how much resistance is on this band, and we're going to lift it up and down, up and down. So we always have opposition, right? This leg is going up. What's pushing down? Your foot. Yes, very good. And all movement is coming from your center, from your core, right? So when I lift this leg, my belly's pulling in and up. Lift. Lift. The shoulders should not be cranking up to your ears. And if you don't feel this, take that free hand, push down on that band, make it even tighter. So feel the work. Right here, inner thigh, yes? 5, 4, 3. Love these. Now hold it up in little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Now circle forward. 2. You thought you were done. I don't like to be predictable. And reverse, right? 8, 7, 6. Oh my goodness. 4, 3, 2, and release. Okay. We made it. Now other side. So I grab my weight. So I talked about different levels, yes? So we said not easy, but we'll say we start there with our knees stacked. And then the next level is just one leg on the ground. And we said harder is take this bottom leg behind in a scissor. Shoulder over elbow. We're going to lift up We're going to take this weight up and down while we hold that plank. Now, if you need to, if you start with no legs down and you say, oh boy, let's put that knee down and support. Yes? Pull that belly in. 3, 2. Hold this one up. Turn the palm to face that thigh. We lower down. We lift it up. Can you squeeze your bum? Bam. Take your time. What's the hurry? 4, 3, woo, 2, 1, and bring it down. Grab onto those 2 weights and put them between those inner thighs. Remember this fun one? Okay, we lie all the way down. Make sure your head is resting on something, whether the arm is straight or bent. You can put a pillow, you can put a yoga block. Are we ready? Push the hand down, upper arm glued to that rib cage, and we lift up and down. Now don't get caught with this top shoulder creeping up. You want to lock it down to the back. Exhale, inhale. Good. Lift. Keep that bottom rib cage nice and light. Know what your shoulders are doing. Do we know? You got to move with control. If you're flying up and down, you're not going to feel this. So anything you do in Pilates, I like to mention that anything that felt easy was not done right. Nothing is easy. It is work. It is hard. Now we're going to hold this one up and we'll do these little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and release. Bend those knees in. We'll take the weights out. We grab one weight in our hand for front and back. So back up under your forearm. If able, you can stay all the way down if you prefer. We'll lengthen this top leg. We'll bring the arm parallel, palm down. Lift the leg hip height, flex your foot. Now as that leg goes forward, my arm goes back, back, point, boom, boom. Exhale forward. Shh. If I move too fast, I'm going to be taking that rib cage and hip with me. And point back. The arm should stay parallel to the floor. The leg should stay parallel to the floor. Bam, bam. Forward push. Back push. 2 more. Boom, boom. Last one. Good. Grab your band and we work the inner thigh. So your bottom leg is going to have the band. So we take it around, the ends face forward. The top leg will come behind it. So I'm not directly on my side. It's more my glute. Are we ready? Reach that leg long and we lift it up and down. As my leg is going up, I push my standing foot down. Harder, push into that mat with that hand. Lift and lower. Keep your shoulders connected to your back. Don't forget to breathe. Up and up and lift. Lift. I'm seeing some collapsed shoulders. Your shoulder gets real tired like that too. You'll feel it. 4, 3, 2, hold it up, pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, circle forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. The standing leg should be very still. Let's reverse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your top foot behind you. Grab onto that shin. And we'll pull and do a lovely stretch that side. Feels good. Want us to stay here for a while, don't you? Yeah, I hear you. Break over. Okay. So let's go into a plank, shall we? So we're going to try and do a row in our plank. You don't have to. You can also use weights or nothing at all. So I've got my hands here. I'm going to go back into a modified plank to get this right first. Shoulders connected to your back. So my right palm is going to pull back and do that again. 2. If you feel you got this, straighten your legs. Feet can be wider. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your modified. That means your hips are low. They're not here, right? Unless you need to be there. Let's start to row with our knees down first. 1, 2, 3. If you got it, straighten your legs. 2. Now we have sound effects. Lower your knees and stretch back. I don't like cold water. And then let's come up to a high kneel. Okay, so let's finish with kneeling mermaids. So we're going to kneel on our bands. And the legs are fist width apart. Stay with me, stay with me. Don't join them in the pole yet. The bands to the outside of your right arm or left arm, whichever one you're on. And we're going to lift it straight up. And this hand's going to slide down the thigh as we push into that band. Come back up. Inhale, up and over. Exhale. One more. Up and over. And slowly bring it down. Switch sides. Zip it up. Palm turned in. And we go inhale over. Exhale up. Inhale. Keep pushing those thighs and hips forward. One more. Inhale over. Exhale down. Slowly bring that band down. Let go of the band. Take your hands to the floor. Flex your toes. You can see your toenail polish. And press those legs straight. And we want to touch the bottom. The swimming instructor is saying, don't touch the bottom. And I'm saying, yes, touch the bottom. Now walk your hands towards your feet. Can you grab behind your calves and pull your torso a little closer? Let the head hang heavy. Soften your knees. Take your hands to your quads. Round all the way up. And give me a nice big inhale up. Exhale down. Can you give me one more breath? Inhale and blow all those toxins out. Get them out. Get them out. Get them way out. And you have made it. Oh, bless you. Okay. I'm going to check